Hey, Ollie here from Body Catchers Performance Nutrition. Now, as always, going through some questions that I've been asked throughout the week, whether that's face-to-face, in emails, by athletes, by the general population, and just to get some answers out. Now, some of these questions might seem basic to some people, but to some people they're not. So I want to just get some information out there and some answers. If you do have any questions, email them over to ollie@bodycatchers.com or just message me on Facebook. So the first one is for fuel during a session. Now, most of the time, water will be fine during a session if it's like an hour long. If your food is right throughout the day, then you will be fueled for your session. Whether that is weight training, whether that is endurance, going for running, whether it is boxing, martial arts, or anything like that, you will be fueled. Now, I will say to have some food like a good couple of hours beforehand, getting some carbs, some proteins in there. If you're training first thing in the morning, like I do, get some oats in with some whey protein or something before bed, just to get some carbohydrate stores to fuel you for your session. There's no need to have sugary drinks through the session, Lucozades and stuff like that. You're not running a marathon, you're not going to deplete your glycogen stores that much. So, also, if you really want to, say you're doing double sessions, you could put some amino acids in there, which, to be fair, a lot of the times it's just going to be flavouring of water, and I have aminos when I weight train. Do I need them? No. But they make me want to drink more water, so I have them in there. Squash might actually do the same thing. Now, another question we've been asked, the weight isn't budging. When I actually dug into this, it was actually a triathlete. I'm training hard, the weight isn't budging. Okay, so what are you doing with nutrition? Now, this guy was training probably about 12, 14 hours a week, doing all three disciplines, but not focusing on nutrition. You have to have some plan in place for nutrition. Know what is good food, what are real foods, single ingredient foods, some carbohydrates, fats and proteins in there, in order to make sure you are fueling for your session and fueling for weight loss. Fueling for weight loss and training for weight loss are different to training for performance and fueling for performance. So please bear that in mind. Obviously, get in touch if you do want to talk a little bit further into that. That also goes for tracking your food, why we do that. Now, some people will find it a bit of a chore for tracking food, and yeah, it can be. Using something like MyFitnessPal, you can scan barcodes and it saves your last items in there. Most people will eat the same sorts of foods throughout the week. It's easy to do, it doesn't take long. You can get away without tracking your food, but if you want the highest levels of performance, the best results, you need to track your food. If you don't know what is going in, you don't know what to change. So if your weight isn't budging and you don't know you're putting in 2,500 calories, then how do you know what to take out? It is simple that you need to track your food to know what to change. So yes, you can be mindful about what you're eating, but don't expect the best results until you look at tracking your food in some way. It's not necessarily measuring it out, but tracking it in a food diary or something like that. And the last one, diet drinks. This is a big one in the fitness industry. Some people will say aspartame will literally make your balls explode or some shit like that. Now, when we look at the studies of it, aspartame can be quite harmful, potentially, but in order to get those amounts of aspartame in you, you're going to have to drink like hundreds and hundreds of litres of Diet Coke maybe. Now, it's not going to be the aspartame that kills you. You're going to be essentially drowning yourself before the aspartame will actually do any damage. And also those calories are going to make you fat, because say like 1-2 calories per 250 mils of Diet Coke, you're going to be drinking thousands of calories in Diet Coke. So you can have Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, Pepsi Max, diet drinks and things like that. The aspartame is not going to kill you. It's not going to make your head blow up or anything like that. But make sure you are fully hydrated with water as well. So, as we know, fuel during a session, why your weight isn't budging, tracking your food, and can you have diet drinks? Those are some of the questions I've been asked this week. Hit me up if you do want some more questions answered, and get in contact, ollie@bodycatchers.com for any nutrition inquiries.